Some years ago, I went on vacation with my wife. It was our 10th year's anniversary. For this anniversary, the Queen wanted a vacation. So as I was thinking about where we should go for the vacation, I remember that a friend of mine told me about Niagara Falls. You know, Niagara Falls has two sides. There's the American side and the Canadian side. So I suggested to the Queen, and the Queen agreed. So we both decided to go to the Canadian side. We made all the arrangements. We made the reservation. We bought our ticket. As we arrived at the hotel, they honored my request of the high floor and the fall view. When we arrived in our rooms, the first thing I did is to go and open the curtains. When I opened it, I said, wow. I could not help it than say, wow. The view of the fall was so beautiful. I said, baby, come and look at this. She came over and we stood up there just looking at the fall. We were admiring the fall. We were just contemplating the fall for a while. Then, because we have a plan to go to the tour of the town, we came down and after we ate lunch, we went for our tour of the town. As we returned back to our room later in the night, the beauty of the fall was still there. We can't wait for the next morning, for the next day, so we can go to the park and explore this fall. The next day, we went to the park, and as we arrived at the park, it was a different ball game. The experience was different. From our hotel room, we can see the fall, but we cannot hear it. We cannot feel it. Now that we are at the park, not only we can see it, but we can hear it and we can feel it. As the water comes down and crashing at the base of the fall, and the wind was blowing through that water, you can feel a drop of water in your face and all over you. It was so magnificent. It was so great. So we spent all the money there just contemplating this fall. In the afternoon, we have planned to go for the boat ride. Before we get to the boat, we have been given a raincoat. Everybody who is willing to get to the boat was given a raincoat. Why? Because we are about to go on the water and get closer to the fall, and we are about to be drenched in the water. So we went on the boat and our journey is on. As we were on the water going to the other side or to the other end, we came across another boat who was flying American flag. That was the boat of the people who were at the American side. Our boat was flying a Canadian flag. As we came across, we were waving at them and they were waving at us. It was so great. It was so friendly and was so amazing. When we returned from the boat ride, Everybody was wet from the top to the bottom. Luckily, we have been given the raincoat. If not, I don't know how we will be able to return home with all wet clothes. It was just a great experience. But what kind of a lesson can we learn from this? You see, as the children of God, there are different categories of a Christian. There are some window Christian, those who are satisfied just knowing God, just giving their life to God. They are satisfied to know Jesus at a distance. The second group, they are those who try to know more about God. They try to cultivate a close relationship with God. And the third group, not only they are not satisfied from far away a distance, not only they are not satisfied being at the park, just feeling it a little bit, but they want to go closer. They want to go closer as much as they could, close to God, so that they can know God at a deep level. If you do that, if you change your location and get closer to God, God is ready to overshadow you, to drench you with His Spirit. He is open up to you so that you can know Him at a deep level, so that He can demonstrate to you the fatherhood that He is for you. Another lesson that we can learn from that, as a married couple, my friend, don't just be satisfied being in the same room with your spouse. Don't just be satisfied that you marry your spouse, but try to know your spouse at a deeper level. Try to cultivate a close relationship with your spouse. As you getting closer and closer, you will see the value and the level of your spouse to you. And you will not hesitate to show or to demonstrate your love to each other. You will enjoy the sweetness of your relationship. When you change your location, things change. When you get closer, things change. When you get close to God, you will feel the goodness of God. When you get close to your spouse, you will feel the sweetness of your relationship. Your relationship will be sweeter, will be better, will be enjoyable. So my friend, cultivate close relationship with your spouse, and your marriage will be sweeter than ever before.